Yeah, we're back again. We're back again. I don't know what happened a while ago. Yeah, so in continuing what we have been looking at, yeah, and we're getting to the good part, We're getting to the good part. I'm sure you guys want to see the good part, the best part, the very best part. Yeah, so uh, we were greatly anticipating two finals upon day number 6. And these finals, the men final 400, women's final 400. And oh boy, these finals did not disappoint us. They were fire. All right. Now, my screen is sharing again, and let's look at it. In the men's section of the 400 meters, we see the gold going to Botswana. For the first time in the history of Botswana that their men are winning 400 meters title. All right. Kebina Shipi. I expected Kebina Shipi, right, to run fast from earlier this year, right? And the reason I say that is because when I watched Kebina Shipi on the Diamond League through the year, he was consistently around 44.5 almost every race. And so from those times, I realized that if he can run 44.5 consistently, it's only a matter of time before he drops something down there in the low 44. But what he did in the semi-final yesterday was special. Yesterday, he ran 43.61 seconds, and today he ran 43.53 seconds, a world leading and a national record. Now, the only man who returned from the Olympics last year was Jareem Richards. And Jareem Richards from Trinidad and Tobago, right, takes the silver. 43.72 seconds, a national record. All right, so it is a good night for Trinidad and Tobago. Kishan Walker taking the gold in the javelin and Jareem Richards taking the silver in the 400 meters for man. Now, Endori of Botswana takes the bronze, 44.20 seconds, season best. And Rashid McDonald barely missed out on the bronze, running 44.28 seconds. Now, if you tell me at the beginning of this season that Rashid McDonald would be running this well, right, we would be vexed. As in, I would be very upset with you. As in, I would never talk to you again. Because no one see it coming from Rashid McDonald. When I saw him in the national championships, though, he looked good. When he ran 44.89 and he eased off a way out, I realized he could have run down in 44.7 or 6 if he wanted to. But the kind of McDonald that we see at these championships We haven't seen this for years. As a matter of fact, we never see this before because in years past, Rashid McDonald would run a fast first run and then did not make it past the semi. But this time he made it all the way to the final. And for most of the final, he was holding on to the bronze medal right to the line. And Dory pipped him right at the line. Now, Zekete Nene was surprising to me. 44.55 for fifth. Nakajima of Japan, 44.62 for sixth. Jacori Patterson, very surprising to me, 44.70 for seventh. And Epi, 44.77, round off the back. Now, when we see Jacori Patterson into this early in this championship and in this season, like we were thinking probably he's a gold medal favorite. And when he ran 43.90 in the heats, it seemed like it was a mistake on his part. And we're expecting him to run fast and bring home the gold to America. So this is we have never seen anything like this before. 1 Botswana, 2 Botswana, 3 Botswana. And then there is a man called Letsele Tebogo. Botswana can go for the 4x4 world record if they want to. It's gonna be crazy. We know America is traditionally good in 4x4s, but we have to give Botswana the favorite stock for this one. They're gonna be dangerous. Now the race of the history of this century. What was done in the women's 400 meters is something that has not been done for 4 decades. For how many decades, guys? 4 decades. In the women's 400 meter finals, Sydney McLaughlin-Leveron drop a bomb. I did not expect this. No, I'm lying. I expect this. And let me say this part. I'm not going to say much on this because I'm going to do a video on this 400 meter finals for women to put up on this YouTube channel. In April of this year, April the 8th to the exact, I posted a video on this YouTube channel that we're on right here and right now. And it was entitled, "The Unbreakable 400 meter record could be in danger in 2025. And Sydney McLaughlin-Leveron was one of the persons that I mentioned that could challenge this record. In that video, I mentioned Salva Eid Nasser, Sydney McLaughlin-Leveron, and Marlene Parlina. Right? And I said also at the end of that video that if they did not get the 400 records, I am truly convinced that in the year 2025, we would see, right, woman running under sub 48 seconds. And that's exactly what happened. Right? That's exactly what happened because Sydney McLaughlin-Leveron take the victory in a championship record and the second fastest time of all times, 47.78 seconds. Only 0.18 outside of the said world record of 47.60. Marlene Parlina run 47.98. So that's 2 women under the 48 barrier. Women that I had predicted to be doing it from April. Salva Eid Nasser, the other lady had predicted she run 48.19 seconds. Season's best. 2 type of history has been made here. Sydney McLaughlin-Leveron now become world number 2. Marlene Parlina now become world number 3. Right? It's the first time in a 400 meter race 2 women, as it were, is running sub 48 seconds. Right? Kenya, how many medals Kenya have? Let me go there and check a bit. Yesterday when I checked, Kenya had a lot of medals. Alright, so let's look at the medal table here. So according to the medal table, Kenya has 7 medals in total, and they have 4 gold, 1 silver, and 2 bronze. So Kenya is second on the medal table right now, behind the United States, with United States has 12 medals in all. Yeah, Kenya is the best in Africa right now with their 4 gold. The next African country to come is Botswana with their 1 gold that they won from the 400 meters. Yeah, I would want to think that Kenya men is gonna give Kenya some medals this championship. I think the best shot right now is Wanoni in the men's 800 meters. I think he's gonna win. I think he's gonna go for the world record too in Wanoni. But I don't know if I see much more like outstanding Kenya athletes that on the man's side that can produce the medals. It's more on the female side. All of the gold medals here come from the women. Kenya gold medals, all of them come from the woman. Paris Chepchirchir in the marathon, Faith Kipyegon in the 1500, right? Chebet in the 10,000 meters, and in the 3,000 meter hurdles finals, 3,000 meter steeplechase final yesterday, Cherotich take the goals. All 4 come from the woman so far. Many medals incoming, still 800 meter men, 5,000 women and more. Yeah, Kenya is going to win a lot more medals. I expect Kenya to win the women's 5,000. Probably can get the gold and silver in that. Probably can sweep it. They have a good enough contingent to sweep it. In terms of the men, the 800 meters with Wanoni is like the best shot I see right now to get another gold from the men. Yeah, so yeah, Kenya, to be fair, I don't worry about Kenya. Like, Kenya has always been, right, one of the powerhouses in terms of middle distance and distance running the world over. In track and field, it happens where countries have up seasons and countries have down seasons. Same with Jamaica. Jamaica for years have not been doing well in the sprints. But Jamaica is back. Yeah. Yeah, if Kenya can sweep the 5,000 for sure. 5,000 for women, they can sweep it. Because we expect the goal to go between Kipyegon and Chebet. And if they push each other far enough, they probably can break the world record too, between Kipyegon and Chebet. And Kepnegejicic, she's quality, so she can get the bronze. Yeah, so Kenya can possibly grab 3 medals in the women's 5,000. Probably can grab 1 in the men's 5,000. And of course, one can win gold in the 800. Yeah, so Kenya. Now, the country that is surprising to me on the medal table this year is actually New Zealand. New Zealand is number 4 on the list right here. Number 4, New Zealand. 2 gold medals only. Right? And also Canada is surprising. 3 gold medals Canada has won so far. They win both men and women amateur is Canada. Right, and they also win I don't remember. Yeah, but Canada is doing good too. Trinidad and Tobago just entered the medal table today. They're now in 7th, Caribbean nation there. Yeah, the 800 meter woman, yeah. The 800 meter woman, yeah. Kenya have a shot in that too. Well, the best shot in that would be Mary Moraa. She qualified well this morning. Yeah, so there's a shot there. But to be fair, in the women's 800 meters still is going to be tough for Mary or Obira to actually win that. Yeah. In the 800 is going to be a tall order for them to win that. But this championship as it is has not been going to script. So anything as it is can happen. Anything can happen. So based on the medal table, right, only 9 nations as it is has won a gold medal. Sweden is 1. Botswana 1, Trinidad and Tobago 1, Italy 1, Jamaica 1, New Zealand 1, Canada 3, Kenya 4, and the United States 8. That's in terms of gold medal. Alright. So yeah, championship is rolling on. So we have done with the full review of day number 6. And no doubt the talking point of day number 6 is what Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone has done and My Lady Paulina. Run themselves into the history book. And I look forward to next year, because if Sydney McLaughlin continue to train for the 400 meters, she versus Paulina versus Nasser can bring the women's 400 meter world record down. And to be fair, we need the women's 400 meter world record to go down. Because in those times in the 1980s, East and West Germany, they were joking themselves, as in they were poking themselves. A lot of doping was going on. East Germany dope to get the better of West Germany, and West Germany dope to get the better of East Germany. So we need the 400 meter world record to be gone, right? To like make the 400 meter for women come back to like some normalcy. And there are other records on the book too, that these records are suspicious. And that's because of the climate and the things that were surrounding and the stories that have later on come to light. Right? So that is that. Here we're gonna preview day number 7. Day 7. Can you believe, guys, there's only 3 more days to go. Only 3 more days to go. And the World Championship is done. Miss it already. So on day 7, the heptathlon for women will start with the 100 meter hurdles. That's the first thing in the program tomorrow. The women's high jump heptathlon come after that. Then the women's javelin throw will come after that. Qualification. After the javelin throw, then 5,000 meters men heats will come. Then women's shot put, heptathlon come again. Women's 800 meter finals will be tomorrow on day 7. Men's triple jump final. Right. We look forward to see what Jordan Scott will do in that. Women's javelin throw. Group B. Men's 400 meter hurdles finals tomorrow. Guys, you do not want to miss the men's 400 meter hurdles finals tomorrow. It's gonna be a blockbuster. Right? In the 400 meter finals for men, we have 4 of the top fastest men in history that will be competing. Right, this is the list right here. Right, you have Caleb Dean, Agicom of Germany, Karsten Warholm, the world record holder, fastest athlete of all times, Samba of Qatar, right, the 5th fastest athlete of all time, Nathaniel Ezekiel, the Nigerian record holder, NCAA champion, is going to be there. Rai Benjamin, 2nd fastest athlete of all times, right, Abakar of Qatar, run a personal best to make it into this final, 47.61. Alison dos Santos of Brazil, 3rd fastest athlete of all times, right? So if there's a final that you miss tomorrow, let it not be the men's 400 meter finals, 400 meter hurdles finals. It will be special. I expect the world record to go down from Karsten Warholm, and probably Dos Santos and Rai Benjamin can also break 46 seconds. Because if it get close, that would be historic. If 3 men was to break 46 seconds in the 400-meter hurdles, that would be historic. Right? But I expect the 400-meter hurdles record to be challenged tomorrow. By way of reminder, this was the exact stadium in the 2020 Olympics that Karsten Warholm set the world record of 45.94. So we know this track is fast, and we know he like it in here. So let's see how that goes. Let's see how that goes, guys. Tomorrow also, the women's 400-meter hurdles finals. The Femke Ball show. Expect Femke Ball to win that. The heptathlon 200 meters for women. That will be on tomorrow too. The men's 200-meter finals will be tomorrow. Wow. Men's 200 meters finals on tomorrow. You don't want to miss that. In that, Noah Lyles versus, let's say, Little Bogo versus Kenny Bednarik versus Brian Level. Brian Level can challenge for the gold. I would be cheering for him to get the gold tomorrow. Men's 200 meters. Right? Very interesting day 7 to go. The women's 200 meters will be a showdown between Shericka Jackson and Melissa Jefferson Wooden. Now, in the women's 200 meters, the biggest talking point is that both Shericka Jackson and Melissa Jefferson Wooden, they have different strengths. So, Melissa Jefferson Wooden, her strength is her speed. So she will have to come off the curve like a significant way in front of Shericka to hold her off. Because Shericka Jackson come with strength because she used to run 400 meters. So she come with speed and endurance. So we're going to see how that goes. If Shericka Jackson is going to win, she just needs to stay close enough to Melissa Jefferson Wooden, because I think Melissa Jefferson Wooden, if she goes around the curve too fast, she won't finish as strong. Right? But the woman that they have to watch out for is actually Anavia Battle. How impressive Anavia Battle look in her semi-final, I think that Anavia Battle might be able to give them a challenge. So the 3 I expect for the podium will be Jefferson Wooden, Anavia Battle, and Shericka Jackson. What order they will finish in is yet to be seen. Right? I'm thinking more Melissa Jefferson and Shericka Jackson for gold, one of those. Right, in the men's section, Noah Lyles looked impressive, running 19.51 in his semi. Right, but Brian Level, to me, looked more impressive. Brian Level looked like he can run a 19.6, 19.5. And I'm thinking it's going to take at least a 19.5 to win. So let's see how that goes. Right, so that's day number 7 in preview. Right, we're going to look at any news that is going on up there. Because remember, we do a review, a preview, and we look at anything that's new. So we're going to look at a little news up here, and then that would be it for us. We're gone. We're gone, we're gone, we're gone. And we're gone. So, yeah, we are enjoying the championship. We have been enjoying the championship from day number 1. Yeah, and let's continue to enjoy it while it lasts. Right, well, can't believe we're at day number 7 already. So day 6 is done, day number 7 to come. So look forward to that. So everybody, thank you for staying on here. Yeah, just like, subscribe, share, and remember, Track Fans Global, track and field from Jamaica to Pakistan. You understand? I'm out.